Carbon negative bioenergy was reported by the IPCC as one of the main ways that we could deploy negative emissions at scale. And yet there weren't really a lot of efforts being done to take modern engineering and modern manufacturing and applying that into carbon negative power station that could be modularized and deployed. So Arbor Energy is taking waste plant material and converting it into carbon negative power. So what ends up happening is at high enough temperatures and pressures, you can crack all of those longer hydrocarbon chains and it breaks it down into hydrogen gas, carbon monoxide, CO2, methane. We like to think of it as like a vegetarian rocket engine. A traditional rocket engine, like the Raptor rocket engine, runs on very high quality fuels. We're starting with a feedstock that is waste. You need to turn that into something that looks a little bit better for the engine to run. And so we end up with this two-stage combustion process. Okay. It's basically controlling the oxidation process so that you don't have any emissions leaving. You just have a stream of water and a pipe of CO2 that can be durably sequestered or utilized in making products.
Input into the magic box is tree waste. Output of the box is carbon dioxide and water and actually heat that we turn into energy.
Yes.
And that would be clean energy at that point. And then that CO2 we can then sequester, we can reuse and inject into concrete. There's a number of ways to manage that because it's a highly pure stream of CO2.
Biomass, this was like the oldest form of energy. It does offer a base load power, being able to operate 24/7, is what's kind of unique to biomass.
Got it. So the actual reaction we're talking about here is a well-understood reaction. There just wasn't a market motive to deploy it in the way that you're thinking. As a renewable energy, baseload 24/7 power is a really rare thing. The sun doesn't always shine, the wind doesn't always blow. The nice advantage of this from an energy perspective is it's 24/7 green power. And then from a carbon removal standpoint, it takes a tremendous amount of energy to be able to capture carbon. And in this case, you basically are capturing carbon, but generating energy as opposed to consuming energy on the way.
Yeah, carbon negative energy or power positive carbon removal is very unique in that it can be renewable power, but it can also be cost competitive.